It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got C.J. Stroud. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Noah Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Texans and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Well, no hesitation there. Not only do they throw it on their first play, Charles, they throw it into double coverage and complete it.
They might as well have gone to a podium and just announced, we are not going to be challenged or bullied in this game. We're taking the fight to you, just like they did right there on the first rep.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Once more, here's Eckler. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Here's 3rd and 9. Stroud to throw it. Got his man, Dell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Stroud out of the gun here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Texans at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a 2nd and 10. As Stroud now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Given 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Stroud. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's... And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Stroud. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Eckler. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Gibbs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Hooker on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Hooker's going to throw it. Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To the right side and caught by Dell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud will look to throw once more. That's complete to Dell. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Throwing now is Stroud. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Lions will take over.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now Hooker. He'll find Williams on the slant. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's the option. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Going back to Gibbs on first down. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Hooker. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston set to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here goes Stroud again. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And Stroud now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And this complete to Mitchell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing. Hooker. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Stroud off the play fake. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Hooker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now this airmailed to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down. Looking to throw. Hooker. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They need 2. Here's third down. They give it off here to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This is a counter play. Eckler, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Nifty move. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Stroud. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Eckler is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, a touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Hooker's going to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Read option. This is Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball start, offense.
Now that's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Throwing now is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll complete this one to Collins. Now hang on here, because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Pierce.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And some strong running. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now Hooker. Finds Gibbs on the check down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Hooker. This pass is caught. It's Peoples-Jones with it. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Hooker's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. They'll run with Gibbs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Will Anderson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Remember, throughout my career, your defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Throwing, Hooker. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Patterson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the
Ball
flag.
start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Now Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hooker now off play action.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Here's Hooker. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. 3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Texans will take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The throw over the middle taken in. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here goes Stroud again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stroud. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Goodwin. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Hooker's going to throw it. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And quickly they get to the line.
It's a pickup of 6.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
From the gun, it's Hooker. A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, Hooker able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Hooker to throw it. It's caught. Mitchell. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on second down, here's Hooker. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Eckler, they run left side. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Eckler now between the tackles. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 5. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Another shot now for this Lions offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. The drive starts with a completion left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing. Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Hooker going to try and throw for it. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Texans, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.